Right. All of it. Yeah. So the meeting back in 14 days. The meeting in 14 days. Oh no, hold on a second. Okay, let me ask. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to hit you back. Let me get these files sent to this person to this via email real quick to send that invoice. Okay. Well, I'll be in the school here at about. Okay, back. Okay.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know for that matchup with Charlotte. On paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
So the Nets starting five. Michael Porter's out there with O'Neal. Then there's Traoré. Then it's MP. And it's Sharp in at the center position. And for Portland, the wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. And it's Lillard in at the one. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
2 points. That one goes. ABC's got 7 points. Greg, not many games remain in the season, and the posturing beginning for these teams as they jostle for postseason positioning.
Yeah, this is the time to give full effort and to really communicate. When the pressure rises, teams can either gel together or fall apart.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
And that one's good. MP.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Here's Sharp. Another shot. O'Neal with the rebound.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Sharp against MP. Inside, here's Kamara. And slam dunk by Kamara.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Williams has checked in. It's the Nets now. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
Lillard outside. Pass to Sharp to end the run, and then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Lillard misses.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And here's MP for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. ABC's got 24.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Sharp the pass to Lillard. Doesn't go for him. Good defense by Claxton. Nets leading by 17. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Bucket is good.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. ABC's shot is good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Lillard scanning the floor. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Nets lead by 19. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Some changes. Clowney's checked in, and ABC subbed in for Zaire Williams.
Let's hear it for you.
Portland with the ball to the middle. Here's Avdia, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Avdia's got his first points in this one. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. Rob Williams is out there with Toumani Camara, and it's Lillard in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard. A rebound by the Nets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Trailblazers shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Sharp, the pass to Lillard. Back to Sharp. Shot clock at 6. From outside, off the mark.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Good on the three-point shot. ABC's got 38 points.
If MP buries those catch-and-shoot chances, he'll have a very long career in this league.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nick Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in the mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, oh, that's not easy to come by.
Here's Kamara. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Got that bucket in no time at all. ABC's got 44.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from three.
Over in the corner, Lillard. It's good from long range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Lillard. Williams finds Sharp. Lillard from outside. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact. He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's Brooklyn, way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Brooklyn Nets.
When a team is moving the ball like this, Shaq, they're tough to defend.
Yeah, their mentality is, I've got a good shot, but you've got a better one. It's a coach's dream.
And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
And look.
That is more than enough of us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Royce O'Neal is out there with Porter. And it's ABC. Then there's Traoré. And it's Sharp, and it's the center locking down the middle. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Here's MP. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The Trailblazers shooting under 40% all in all for the game. That's a 2 from Lillard. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys?
Thank you, Allie.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Lillard finds Sharp, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And that's 13 points for Shaedon Sharpe.
And an exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharpe has in this one.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Kamara with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and it's Sharpe missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Kamara down low. Guarded by O'Neal. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard with no one around. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
To the inside, Sharpe makes it off the glass. Sharpe's got 15 points.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharpe's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Charles Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
MP against Sharpe. Shoots from the line. The rebound by Sharpe.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
Robert Williams is checked in for Toumani Camara. Here's Sharpe. He's got 15. Lillard outside. Williams has a screen for Lillard. Off target with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And a wide open look for MP. And again, it's Brooklyn with a three.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. And Sharpe has it in the corner. Portland again missing. MP deciding where to go with it. That three off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He's checked in for Terrence Mann. And for Portland, they're shooting 40% from the field. Holiday in the backcourt with Henderson to his side. Toumani Camara is out there with Avdia. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And the rejection by Claxton. And they're on the break. Here's ABC and the dunk by MP.
Love the energy that MP plays with. His young legs let him get to the open floor and finish it.
Outside Holiday to the paint. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 5 points in the quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Holiday with the 3. A rebound by the Nets. Here's ABC. Good, he hits again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Outside Holiday. And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
Henderson dishes to Holiday. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Avdia kicks to Holiday. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 3 from MP. And got it! Another basket. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Henderson, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
That's a good example of Henderson's strength and determination.
For the Trailblazers, Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And Shaedon Sharpe subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the Nets also making a change. Brownie's checked in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And